And welcome to the Hall Prison Universe. I'm King HP, also known as Father.
And I'm Kier. And today, we're giving you the spoiler-free review of the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Volume 3.
Yes.
So, batten down the hatches, but this is spoiler free. So, you don't have to worry about us ruining anything or giving you anything that's not in a TV spot or a trailer. All right? But
Off.
before we get into that,
Oh. This thing. Oh yeah, the wait's over. We giving it away today. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video to find out who won. So
awesome.
off the jump, out of 10, what would you rate the movie?
Uh, okay, so this is spoiler free. So, out of 10, I'm going to say it's a 8.
8. Okay.
Yes.
Me personally, I felt like it was a 9.
Okay. Can you elaborate without
Yeah.
elaborating?
I'm trying.
Right?
Let me.
I can a little bit.
Okay.
So one, James Gunn, magnificent director. Let's not forget, he did obviously all three Guardians movies, right? He also brought to us the Suicide Squad
Peacemaker.
reboot and Peacemaker series. So if you haven't checked those out, check those out. But fantastic job. He really brings a lot of characters, obscure characters to life. Like that's his like specialty. Comic books he really does well with.
I mean, he made you like love a talking raccoon and a tree that can only say 3 words and a gigantic shark and a guy that throws polka dots at people.
Right. So with this movie though, I do feel that there are a lot of things to love about it, right? And we see these TV spots. We know we got new characters coming in, where the antagonist being the High Evolutionary, and we finally get the debut of Adam Warlock. I think they did a good job in piecing all that together, and it's a lot. It can be a lot. The movie's about what 2.5 hours,
Yeah.
2 minutes, 2 hours and 30 minutes or so. So by giving us these new characters, it doesn't feel like I never felt at any point that they were just like thrown in there and run.
I think for me, at some points, it kind of felt like he forgot about the characters, and then at a random point, they just pop back up, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot they were in the movie." And then
You said you forgot?
well, they just like they'll leave. Those characters will leave for like a good chunk of the film, and then they'll just randomly come back. And like after you kind of forgot about, like you're not really focused on them anymore.
Well, that's because they're not main characters, though. You know, that's why I like. That's why I really enjoyed um, that we got what we got. But in the same, how do you rank the villain?
I have him up pretty high. I think they did a good job at making you not like him. Um, I thought he was pretty good up until kind of the end. He kind of got annoying because he was just screaming all the time. I don't know if you noticed that, but like almost everything he said towards the end, he was just yelling. Like dude, just speaking normal sentences. Like he in the beginning,
Well,
he was
see, this
chill.
this is this is why though. Do you feel like as the movie went on, the stakes got higher?
Yeah, but
Do you feel like as the movie went on that the villain could feel that the stakes were higher?
yeah, but I
Oh,
mean,
then why would he not be
but
yelling?
listen. No other villain does like the stakes for all the other movies. None of the villains are just screaming at you
Watch
all the
this.
time.
You don't remember my man? Rain fire, Messiah, the truth just that.
Yeah, but did he say
I am inevitable.
snap his fingers?
But that's not in his
No,
character.
it's not. But he didn't scream it like
I don't.
that's
I
the
don't
only.
think. I think.
But that's besides the point. I don't think there's nothing wrong. I just thought it was kind of annoying towards the end. I don't really think it ruins the character. Honestly, it's
I
kind of a
think. I
nitpick.
think if you look at it though, right, and you're looking at the way the character is designed to be,
Hmm.
right? If you've seen a lot of movies, right, where you have scientists who are very perfectionist, short-tempered perfectionists, right, getting outdone. What happens to them all the time? They start yelling. Even in real life, like people who are perfectionists that feel like they're getting outdone, they start like whoa, like they can't handle that pressure.
Hmm.
So that's like a real life character flaw. right? Because the High Evolutionary, just in name, right? High Evolutionary, you know, and I think they did a great job with showing that as he becomes flustered, but when he's not flustered, I'm on the grandest stage because we saw that with Kang as well. Kang, scientist, super intelligent, perfectionist,
Hmm.
and talk to like he was. It was the same type of vibe, right? So I think with those type of characters, whenever you deal with a perfectionist, they're going to yell. Thanos was not a perfectionist. He didn't see perfection. Even when Ebony Maw died, he found a victory in that, the silver lining, so to speak. He was like, "Yeah, but what he told Doctor Strange, he said, but he succeeded in bringing the stone to
Yeah.
me. Like he could find a win because the first thing he said is, "I know what it's like to lose." Apparently, a lot of these other villains haven't lost. First thing we meet, we like truly meet Thanos. I know what it's like to lose, and he explains how loss sets in. Which I got a whole nother video for that. But anyway, what what kept it from being a 10? Like, I mean, if you had little nitpicky things, okay, cool. But like, was it the pacing of the movie? Was the pacing of the movie too much for you?
No, I mean, like I said earlier, I felt, to me personally, I felt like some of the characters are kind of underutilized and you kind of forgot about them. Um, I thought Adam Warlock was a bit not. He wasn't bad. It's just not really what I expected.
I can't
And
wait to do the spoiler.
yeah, I mean, I was like, we waited 6 years, and like I said, they didn't do a bad job, but I don't know, just not really quite what I was expecting though. Like I can't really get into spoilers much.
Right. So Adam Warlock is pretty much what I was expecting. Pretty much, right? In the spoiler video, I'll get into why. And I think they did a great job with demonstrating his power set. I think they did a great job with choosing his power set and demonstrating it. And for one of the first times, I felt like there was real stakes at play. What I mean is, I can take you through several battles in Marvel movies where it almost seems like no one gets hurt. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah.
it just seems like no one's hurt. Like they take a blast, boom, boom, oh, they're back up. It, but because of the power levels of some of these dudes in this movie, people are getting hurt,
Yeah, it's kind of violent actually. The movie.
and that's what I. It's almost like I could push it to an 8.5 because the way they move throughout the movie, it has the feel the whole time where you're on the edge of your seat.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like not from the opening bell and the credits, but like literally when the movie starts moving, it literally feels like anything can happen, and that is what I like because it really kept me on my oh my gosh
I think
at
I
any moment.
I think James Gunn knew that a lot of fans going into this thought,
No, don't can't say nothing.
no, well, okay,
Can't you know what I'm saying? You can't say anything. I'll say this: the movie is full of surprises.
it's filled with a lot of twists and turns. Like
Absolutely, absolutely.
like you'll be like on the edge of your seat 1 second, heart beating fast. I had my tissues ready.
You know what? You know what? It's funny you say that, right? I really felt like this if Marvel does the formula right, which is how they blend comedy with this is the perfect way to do it.
Hmm.
Where you have comedy, high stakes, the comedy doesn't override and like perfect flip. Thor Love and Thunder, the comedy completely everything was a joke. This woman's dying of cancer. This guy the villain is about to end all existence of the gods and all your people and life as you know it. And he is still just and these guys know when you know when to turn it up, when to turn it down.
I think it's part of the fact that Guardians was kind of the original Marvel comedy movie, kind of like when you really think about it.
They had
Like
the most comedic characters.
yeah, like the funniest like Marvel movie you get was probably like Spider Man.
We
Really,
didn't even have it then. When the first Guardians dropped, we didn't get a Spider-Man movie yet.
no, like you had like the first three Spider Mans, the Amazing Spider Man,
But
but
as far as
Spider
the
Man like a
MCU,
jokey
like
character.
the
No, no, no,
MCU
I know.
formula,
I'm saying like there wasn't a lot of like nowadays. Now really, all you're getting is just a bunch of comedy Marvel movies. But Guardians was kind of the first to really do so, and I think that's why it works so well because it knows what worked in the first place instead of just trying to recreate what the Guardians did and then try to do more and add more jokes and more humor. But I think what really made Guardians work was number one, nobody really knew about these characters, and they also made you care about the characters instead of just a stupid joke of a character and then
Like perfect example, Age of Ultron. Did anyone care about Quicksilver? I
not
mean,
really.
and you killed him in one of the dumbest ways possible that you didn't feel anything. If you felt anything for Quicksilver, you're like, how does this guy die over bullets? He started off the movie faster than bullets when Ulysses Claw had the gun, but he ends the movie slower than bullets. So, did you care about Quicksilver? No, but you care about, let's say, someone like Mantis who came in the second Guardians.
Hmm.
Now, granted, they've had more movies because you had Infinity War, Endgame,
Yeah, the whole holiday special in
the holiday
2022.
specials. Yeah, that's true. And then you will now have for Mantis Volume 2 and Volume 3, but someone like Star Lord or Gamora, you've had the entire run, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. Um, holiday special, Infinity War, Endgame.
Pokemon was in the holiday special.
No, but it still revolves for. You're true. You're right. She was not in the holiday special. And Thor: Love and Thunder. They were also in as
Hmm.
well. So they've had a nice time for us to kind of get attached to them. I'll say some people gonna have to probably bring some tissues
I
because
brought mine.
it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. And when it happens, and when things happen, that's the beauty of Marvel. You don't know what's gonna happen. And this
Yeah.
movie truly pushes it and makes you care about all the characters.
They all have their moments too. It's not just one character kind of outshines all the rest. Even though I do think Rocket was kind of the MVP of the movie, I still think all the
The
other
movie
characters.
was definitely for Rocket.
Yeah, it was.
The
I mean,
movie was
even
definitely
like they
it's
basically
Rocket's
told
movie.
you that from the trailers and things like that.
Yeah, it's
But
all about Rocket's
it's
origin.
not. It's not just let's put all the focus on him. Nobody else really like.
Right, right, right.
They all get the chance to
Like
shine
Manus gets like 20 minutes, and then Rocket's getting
the
X
whole
Y.
rest of the movie. Like
Right, right. The Guardians teamwork, it's great.
I
It's
think it's
really
at an
great.
all time high, especially with Gamora not really knowing who they are. I think they're able to mix it well.
So here's my only. I gotta say that for the spoiler. I'm almost ready to just kind of wrap this. 'Cause I don't. We're fresh, pretty much out of the theater. I don't want to say something right and give away, but I definitely say go check that movie out. It is. Is it the best movie since Endgame?
I got Far From Home, not Far From Home, No Way Home up there pretty high. Um, but I think you can. Well, I gotta look at my rankings and see where I can put it because I never really thought about like where I put it. I think it's a top 10 MCU movie for sure, in my opinion. I mean, I don't think there's
Okay,
10
so let's
movies
do
that are
that
better.
because a lot of people are saying since Endgame because Phase 4 let us down and Phase 5 didn't really start off like
Yeah, if it
Quantum Mania really didn't hit like we thought it was gonna hit.
if it's not better than Far From Home, then it's like right there.
No Way
Like
Home.
no, yeah, No Way Home. Then it's like right there, or
Yeah,
it's like above No Way
it
Home.
depends on what you're into
Hmm.
because it depends on what you're into, right? Like No Way Home was built on nostalgia
Hmm. And I
and
also think it worked well as a story in and of itself, even when you take Toby and Andrew away
right.
from the story, because that was really where people were like, even though a lot of people were still like, I don't think they're gonna do it. I'm gonna take it out, see if they do it, and then you also bring up all the old villains, but even then, I think as a story of itself, as a Spider-Man story, because I know a lot of people didn't really like Tom Holland Spider-Man because they said he didn't feel like Spider-Man. He's always out working off the back of Iron Man, and they're not really Spider-Man villains; they're Iron Man villains and things like that. And he doesn't really feel like he's
Mm,
really growing up.
that's an interesting take.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to make
Right,
it
right,
seem
right. You
really
don't want
harsh.
to, yeah. I don't want to say anything crazy, but I will say this: now that you bring up the MCU movies, like in totality, as far as MCU projects, so I'll bring in Disney Plus, which is it's not going to be too many top projects out of Disney Plus, except for like Loki. Um, that's not entirely true, but Loki is. probably the premiere series. I would definitely put this in the top 10.
Yeah.
You
You think?
know,
I honestly, when I think about it, I think it can rival the first Guardians movie.
I think it's better than the first Guardians movie. I think it's better than this. I think the second one's the worst one.
I don't. I still don't think that one's bad, especially when I think about it now. Because I
The
actually just
second one,
watched. Yeah,
I don't think it's bad, but if I mean, there's three movies. It had
yeah,
to be first, second, and third. I'm just saying, I put Volume Three as the best movie. It had me on the edge of my seat. It had a lot of moments. That's another thing. Movies that have moments, like what I mean by moment, like in Endgame, right? When Captain gets the hammer, I am Iron Man. Like these are moments that stick with you. Like when they show clips of a movie, like when they do montages of certain movies, like for like Disney Plus, and they're showing like the Star Wars, they're showing this. They'll show like a quick clip. They'll pick that moment, like it'll be the hammer coming back on
yeah.
Cap,
They're gonna put
or
that. There's a fight scene in there that's top tier. I
bruh,
was like, yo, I was.
I might have to say 8.5 actually. Now I'm thinking about it.
His ranking, his rating keeps going higher and higher.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah,
You know when I'm at Thor, I'm like at a 3.5 now.
yeah. I mean, for you,
It has
you said it was a
continuously,
six.
it continuously has just dropped every time I even start to think about it. Like it makes my head hurt. But this, I probably have to go see it again.
I look, he wanted to see it again. Like
Yeah,
immediately, like
yeah. If I didn't have to pick up the babies, we probably would have.
that was just such a
But
good
let me tell you
movie.
something. Don't get got by no movie theaters. We are habitual buyers of
Oh yeah,
the popcorn
the
buckets
buckets that
and
they do
stuff
for
like
like a
that.
mirror. We got the Ant Man, Endgame, Black Panther, all of them. They're like $20 to $22. So I'm like, oh okay. They got a huge Rocket figure with the bucket, and Rocket's my favorite Guardian, and he's one of my favorite MCU characters, and he might be my favorite MCU character after this movie. So I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get this. I was like, yo, how much this is?
My man, hit him with the price. Yo, yesterday's price is not today's price.
I looked him and right in his eyes with so
We're gonna
much
shoot him
joy.
to the theater. I was buying adult stuff, right, for the movie, and he was in the line for our
Getting the popcorn and
yeah
stuff like that.
concessions.
And so I'm like,
I was getting
so
acceptable.
I told him, I was like, yeah, let me get two of these Rocket Raccoon buckets. Let me get a
Mhm.
icy or whatever. And he's like, all right, cool. That'll be like $160. Oh, what? 100? I see popcorn buckets cost. He was like, after tax, $53. I was like, hold on, give me one second. I walked
Yo,
over to
hold
my
on, watch this. Hit it. This is the bucket. Less popcorn than your regular size bucket. Oh, you get a right. No, I collect. Yo, how many?
right. He ain't even got no articulation.
Bruh, for $53. Guess what we didn't do?
Get that popcorn bucket. Hey, yo, I got that large
Hey,
eating
we can go
so
get
much.
all the Rocket Marvel Legends and just put them around the end game container, and just like I'll be cool with that. Like, ain't no way, bro.
$53 for like like it's such a small thing of popcorn. It's like a not even a small pop. Like when they ask you for the sizes, oh, let me get a large, medium. That thing's smaller than the small. And you want to pay $53 because Rocket Raccoon's staring at me while I eat my popcorn?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm good. I'm good on that, bro.
But
Uh,
we got to talk about these collectibles because since that was so crazy, let's hook them up with one that's not crazy. How about this? How about we will deliver this, right? It is that time. I promise you, it will not cost you guys $53. We already did the drawing.
54.
50. We already did the drawing pre-show. So if this is you, Anthony Parkman, you are the winner of the Doctor Strange Eye of Agamotto giveaway. So go ahead and contact us in the email. It's right there in the description below. And we'll be contacting you based on your YouTube setup. But please, let's go ahead and get this out to you. Congratulations. We're going to have another giveaway coming very, very soon. And I think we should tie it into Marvel or DC thing
Yeah, I mean the Flash comes out next month.
next month.
Into
Secret
the
Invasion
Spider
also
Verse.
comes out next month. Into the
Yeah.
Spider Verse also comes out next
Oh,
month.
oh, it's finna be a good month.
June is finna be
You
off the
finna be eating out of not
not
out of that
out no
$53 bucket
yeah,
though.
for real. So Mr. Anthony Parkman, go ahead. Congratulations. Go ahead and rewind time for us. You can keep watching this video back. You still only gonna get one Eye of Agamotto, but you can watch this 1,000 times. You're the official winner.
So to end this off, very good movie. 9 out of 10 for me. A very emotional movie. A lot of moments. I think
A
some
lot
of
of
the best
moments.
moments in the MCU. Definitely one of the top projects of Phase 4 and 5.
It's this and No Way Home. It ain't
Yeah.
even close. And you not gonna tell me Multiverse of Madness was close. You're not gonna be able to tell me
Even Black Panther, I feel like.
Black Panther is good, but it's to believe Black Panther is like a 7.
Yeah, I think it kind of died down a little bit after I.
Yeah. My best part about Black Panther Wakanda Forever was Namor. He killed it. No, and Queen Ramonda.
Yeah.
They
And with
killed it.
Killmonger popped up.
There's a couple parts. 7, 7.5. But this is on another level.
Yeah, I mean,
This is on another level. I'll say
and
that.
I think it's a good send off for this Guardians team and James Gunn.
There's a couple people that said they're not coming back.
Yeah.
So will that hold true? Is the question. Because when them dollars start flying,
Now you got
who
those
knows?
Secret Wars and all that coming.
Also, that doesn't mean that they can't probably reuse them in a different form, like variants
Well, like Gamora, actually.
or variants.
Yeah.
One thing we know about variants, they don't have to look like you. Loki, we saw that there was President Loki, which is a splitting image of Loki, and then there was Kid Loki, Alligator Loki. There was a Black Loki, so they could possibly bring back these characters, but just not the actors and actresses that portray them. So,
Yeah.
but that's pretty much all we got. Please check out the movie. It officially drops tomorrow, but we got to go see it a little early. So, but thanks for tuning in. Please stay safe. Like, subscribe,
Comment,
comment.
share.
Hey, the winning video just happened. So starting from the next video, for the next giveaway, get a jump on it. All right. Take it easy until next time. Peace.